So what should you charge? You know what you're charging is should be based upon value and not just the actual time that it takes you to do the inspection, but it's based upon value. So what should you charge? Let's figure out how much you should charge for your home inspection service by visiting Chapter 11 of InterNACHI's free online home inspection business course. So click the link to get to Chapter 11, in which we'll calculate the actual profitable fees per inspection using a mathematical formula. There's no guessing. It's all about math. So let's do this now. I'll go with you. So we're in Chapter 11 of the free online home inspection business course. And here's the calculation. Desired annual salary, we already did that, right? We wrote it down, $100,000, just a round number. Plus overhead, that's fixed costs. That's like rent, computer software, vehicle, fuel, training, certifications, business-related expenses that happen regardless of whether you're actually doing inspections or not. These are your fixed costs that happen all the time. Plus desired annual profit, and that could be a 20% profit margin, divided by your annual billable hours, and that'll get your hourly rate. Now hold on. So we know what overhead is. We know what desired annual profit is. So let's go with this example. Here's an example of Inspector John figuring out his billable hourly rate. Now John's goal is $100,000 a year. That's his desired annual salary as gross income before taxes. And he figured out that his overhead is $25,000 a year. So far, John's business needs to make, put those two together, $125,000 a year. Now, John sets his profit margin at 20%. The question is, how much money, gross revenue, does John's business have to make in each year to reach that goal with a 20% profit margin? Well, we do a little calculation, and it turns out Inspector John has to make $156,000 and $156,250. Now, John's business needs to make that total of $156,250. John plans to work one 5-hour inspection per day. And that's 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. That's 250 inspections a year times 5 hours per job. That's 1,250 billable hours. So, assuming 50 weeks per year, 1,250 billable hours per year. So John takes that big total, $156,250. That's salary plus overhead costs plus profit margin, and divides that by his annual hours, annual work hours, annual billable hours, 1,250. And we get the result, $125 per hour. This is how much John needs to make per hour, including driving time, back and forth, and inspection time. And if there is no job, he needs to make that somehow, even if there's no inspection, maybe hiring somebody, right? $125 an hour. John should be then pricing his inspections at $125 an hour. And if he intends to work a 5-hour inspection per day, 5 times $125 per hour, John realizes by math, he needs to charge $625, give or take a little. John figured out that a $625 inspection will cover his $100,000 desired annual salary, his $25,000 overhead fixed costs, and yield a 20% profit margin. John has successfully set his pricing, and so can you.